Hello my friends, I'm Rich Larson and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today we want to talk about the mental aspects of hard enduro, specifically for how you approach your hard enduro training. You guys have gave us such an awesome response to all of our hard enduro technique breakdowns. We love seeing your comments and questions, but an often seen comment is these are mostly for pros, or some of these techniques will take me years to learn. And you're absolutely not wrong. These techniques are very challenging to learn and they will take some serious time and commitment. But this kind of got us thinking. So today we wanted to talk about how I approach learning a new skill or technique that I may not have mastered, and talk the right way to approach your practice sessions. We want to preference that this video and others aren't just for intermediate to pro riders. They're actually more tailored for an up-and-coming hard enduro rider, or even the guys who may be just starting. We say this all the time, but if you guys have any technique breakdowns you'd like to see us do, please let us know and we'll make it happen. So most of my riding is done in first gear. A lot of times I'm inching my bike up a mountain or across a boulder field. I love hard enduro and that's all I ride. I've always said when I'm teaching, the best way to learn Spanish is move to Mexico and immerse yourself in the culture. The best way to learn hard enduro is jump in and immerse yourself in gnarly situations. This is true, but a lot of guys aren't ready to jump into the gnarliest situations. This hobby isn't cheap. Dirt bikes cost a lot of money, and most weekend riders don't want to add the cost of broken parts on top of the already high price. It's hard to just jump into full bore hard enduro, not only because of the damage it does to your bike, but because of the damage it could do to your body as well. Again, it's hard to just dive in. But learning how to change the approach of how and what you view as hard enduro may help. Instead of focusing on a complicated hard enduro trick or technique as the finish line, focus on the more basic techniques you can work on one at a time that will lead you to figure out that complicated technique as the goal. It's something I do when I race. If I'm at the beginning of a hard enduro stuck in a tough situation and I think, man, I've got 6 more hours of this, I'd go crazy before the first hour is over. Instead, I take it one obstacle at a time. Past that rock, up that hill, around that corner, just 10 more feet, 5 more feet, 1 more foot. All that adds up to you crossing the finish line. The more you do that, the easier it becomes. The more training I do and the more specific techniques I work on, the more I realize how everything is connected. Not only the better I get, the less I damage my bike, but there's even a specific connection in each technique. Once you learn a new technique or skill, that helps you learn the next technique. Once you learn the next technique, it helps you master the first technique. They all work as one. Any major trick or technique you see me perform, there are at least 3 to 4 other techniques all working together to make that one happen. The point is, it's easier to focus on the task at hand than it is to just focus on the finish line. So maybe you're not 100% in on pure hard enduro, but if it is challenging for you, it is hard enduro. You don't have to be pushing your bike up a mountain for it to be considered hard enduro. In fact, you could be just like me when I first started, with your bike in the living room, practicing your static balance during every commercial break. To me, I still consider practicing that balance training for hard enduro. Again, we at IRC appreciate the support of the channel. If you guys have any suggestions on techniques, tips, and tricks for riding in general, please leave a comment below and we'll do our best to make a video on it. And of course, if you're enjoying the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at IRC Moto and my personal Instagram page at RichLarson511. And until next time, keep shredding.